They try to get you to retaliate because of how badly it leaves you distressed, distracted, and drained of all your positivity. You are too positive for this system, and you are naturally positive because of how you were created and how you were made. All right, you were wonderfully crafted, fearfully crafted, and wonderfully made. All right, they fear you. All right, these spirits that are out here, they fear you. And forgive me if I did not pronounce that right. I'm not a biblical scholar, but all right, I do my best. I am learning. I am researching one day at a time, figuring out, what's supposed to be in my mind. And I suggest you do the same. All right, but you have a lot of positive energy. You probably notice just how negative the world is, and it's not by default. It's not that you're looking for it. It's just that you're probably looking for more positivity. What you look for, you will find. All right, if you look for positivity, you'll find it. If you look for negativity, you'll find it. But I can't help but still see all the negativity. No matter how hard I try and look for positivity, it's like the negativity is not going to go away. Just because I'm looking for positivity, there's duality in life. Just because you're somewhere hot and you're looking for somewhere cold doesn't mean just because where you're at isn't cold, there's no cold there. All right, so it's like there is negativity in the world, and sooner or later you're going to end up running into it. Just like if there's heat and you think it's only hot there, sooner or later you roam the earth long enough, you end up running into some cold. All right, people who may not known what certain places were in the world were like, they may come there dressed a certain way, they may have to hunt and kill some animals and make some furs and give thanks to nature and the universe for the animal skins and bones and all those things, make it weapons, soup, and shelter and clothes and hats and shoes and all that stuff, but they didn't know what was ahead of them. So what they had to do, they had to prepare once they got there. So we could be as positive all we want, but once we get hit with the negativity, we have to prepare. All right. And they want you to be unprepared. They don't want you to be prepared. All right. They just want you to be caught up in the negative energy that they have to give you. All right. But they have to get you to retaliate. They have to. All right. They feed off your retaliation. They thrive off your retaliation. They build their energetic blueprint off of your retaliation. All right, when you get mad at them, right, you feed their spirit, you feed the demon on them, but it makes them strong. It makes them strong to the point to where they could create an actual physical body, even if it's not real, even if it's fake. They could create an actual physical body, just like that with the Matrix and the movie The Matrix with Agent Smith. All right, the Agent Smiths they weren't real people. All right, they hit that man in the head and his head went all like that or something. They're not real people. They're symbiotic beings. All right, they're symbiotic beings that are made up of like plasma and whatever else. Their body's not real. So it's like their energy, right, is basically comprised of all the people that they're able to affect, all the people that they're able to get upset, all the people that they're able to react. And this is why you're so strong and why you're so easily able to detect who's trying to get a reaction from you. All right, it's because your intuition. You have a strong intuition. God is trying to tell you what's going on around you through your intuition. And you're aware, you're awake. So they have to get you to retaliate. They have to bother you. All right. And the reason why they have to bother you is because they can get the most energy from you. To them, you're someone that's really aware. You're someone that's highly awake. All right, you're someone that is able to see and pay attention to what's going on. So they attack you. They try to get you to retaliate because in order to get you to retaliate, you have to be what? You have to be mad. You have to be upset. You have to be frustrated. You have to lose your cool. You have to not care anymore. You have to give in to the anger, give in to the powers that be that are trying to upset you and frustrate you. All right. So they want you distressed. They want you to distract. They want you to be distracted, and they want you to be drained of all your positivity. All right. Your positivity is your life force. Just like good things empower you, negative energy empowers them. So it's like the more positive you are, the more stronger you're going to be, the more empowered you're going to be. They can't just leave you alone and let you be positive, because you're going to be bringing in too much. You're going to be bringing in too much light. You're going to be bringing in too much power. You're going to be bringing in too much strength. All right. And the people around you are going to be able to pick up on that, and they're going to change as well. So it's like they have to get you to retaliate. Once they get you in that state of retaliation, all right, once they get you in that state of retaliation, all, doing good, being peaceful, all that's out the door. So it's like once you enter their game and their playing field, all right, is game over, because that's the illusion is their realm. That's their area of expertise. That's their area of speciality. All right, they're not special otherwise until they can distract you and get you focused on them and get you put back into the matrix. They have to try to break you down mentally to get you distracted and get your mind off of becoming one and being peaceful. Because when you're one and you're being peaceful, it's like they don't even exist. It's like they're not even there. You're not paying attention to them. You're not feeding that beast. You're not feeding that demon. All right, so that demon needs to be fed. And how it's going to eat is it's going to eat off you, and it's going to eat off of your attempts to retaliate. It's going to eat off your frustration, your anger, your hatred towards it. And that's why they have to keep you deprived of your positivity. All right, your positivity, that's when you're in a state of faith and love. Your positivity, that's when you're in a state of feeling successful. That's when you're in an uplifted state. That's when you're in a motivated state. That's where you're in a state to where you know that, you know what, I can defeat them. I can beat them. All right, I don't have to keep treating them to eat up all my positivity. All right, and once they can transmutate your positive energy into negative energy, what they're going to do is they're going to take that and they're going to actually be able to stay in this realm longer and to affect more people and to cause more damage. All right, they're going to be able to stay in this realm longer and affect more people and dole out more damage. All right, because what they're here to do is they're here to be demons. They're here to be minions. They're here to be evil. They're here to mess with the children of God and try to get them away from what their focuses are, so that way they won't be on their purpose. They won't be on their grind. All right. That's why, you know how some people are sent by the devil into your life. This is their agenda. All right. Their agenda is to zap you of all your positivity and to turn you into an evil being just like them. All right, that's why when you hang around certain people, you are the company you keep. And that's why it's best to be around good people, so that way you'll have good energy from good company. Otherwise, the people that you're around are going to be influencing you, and whether they're aware of it or not, they're going to be influencing you to take on demonic energy. They're going to be influencing you to give your energy to these demons, so that way they could build an energy field. All right. And that's the same thing that happened in the movie Fallen. The thing kept getting stronger with the more people that it kept getting into. All right. Eventually, they had to do all this spiritual stuff and read all these Bible verses just to get rid of this thing. They had to find out what kind of how far it could go before it died, so it wouldn't be able to enter into another person. All right. That's why you're supposed to be reading your Bible. All right. That's why you're supposed to be reading sacred books, finding out sacred information, so that way you can arm yourself against these powers that be. Because once you know how to fight back, which is not allowing them to steal your positive energy, you're going to win. All right, you're going to start to see these spirits on people who appear to be everyday normal people. All right, they may have a body, they may have hair, they may have nails, they may have eyes, they got that flesh, they got that flesh. All right. But the thing is, when you're around certain people and you can sense like, yo, this person is empty. All right, there's nothing there. It's because this person is full of negativity. All right, that's why you're starting to see a lot more people who are negative. It's like they're getting worse. It's like they're not getting better. They're staying in that negative mindset. They're staying a negative person. All right, they've been negative so long that they don't even understand that they're possessed. And, until they're ready to get those demons off of them, until they're ready to face certain things that they swept under the rug, or they chose to ignore, or they chose not to pay attention to because of the pain and the hurt that it brings, they're going to stay on that level. All right. They're going to stay on that level. So they need you stressed. All right. Why do they need you stressed? When you're stressed, there's really not much else for you to do but to be mad and upset. All right. When you're stressed, there's really not much for you to do but to be angry or upset. All right. When a person is stressed, their immune system is down. All right. They want to be able to get you sick. All right. They want to be able to stress you out to the point of no return. They want to be able to stand over you like like an animal that has, or no, like a hunter that's killed its prey. All right. It's an ego thing. Someone with a high spiritual rank like yours, someone that ranks highly in the spiritual realm, they have to try and get you destroyed, because that way nobody else is going to get that energy that you're trying to bring out into the world. So if you're negative, you're not going to be, if you're not positive, you're not going to feel like doing the work that God put you here to do. You're not going to feel like being a positive person. Your positivity is a major threat. All right. And keeping you stressed is going to keep you from doing the Lord's work. All right. Keeping you stressed is going to keep you from doing what God put you here to be. And the work that he put you here to do and what he put you here to be was to bring in the type of art, the type of clothes, the type of patterns, the type of designs, the type of music, the type of sound, all right, the type of movie, right? That's going to usher in a higher level of thinking to those around you. So when you're stressed, you're not going to be able to do that. Creative ideas aren't going to be able to flow. You're not going to be able to tap in and really get to work like you can. All right. And it wastes time and it wastes energy when you're stressed. All right. It takes time away from what you're supposed to be doing, what you should be doing, because now you're doing what? You're feeding the spirit that is attacking you. And when you pay attention, when you give it your consciousness, you're giving it life. When they can attack you and you're still thinking about it, that's them taking energy away from you psychically. All right. That's them creating an energetic blueprint to come and attack your aura and come and attack your energy field, because at this point you're too powerful. All right. When you're aware of what you're here to do, right, and you're doing it and you're focused, that's why it seems like they just won't let you be. That's why it seems like they can't leave you alone. That's why it seems like you have a lot of problems with random everyday strangers. It's because of the frequency and what you're emitting. All right, you're emitting positivity, you're emitting love, you're emitting peace. All right. And what they'll do is they can't do anything with that. Just like you can't do anything with negativity for the most part, unless what? Unless you transmutate it and turn it into something positive for yourself. So they have to keep you upset. They have to keep you stressed because it works out better for them. All right. When you're stressed, you're walking around angry. You're walking around mad. You're not spreading that love. You're not spreading that peace. Can't nobody be uplifted by that. If anything, with the type of power that you have, it's probably going to bring some people down. It's probably going to bring some people down. You ever get around someone and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And now you want to get away from them because it's like, "Oh, that energy stank. I got to get away from that." If you won't let me bring you up, I can't let you bring me down. So it's like I have to get away from that. That is no good. That's not for me. That's not what I need right there. I need that away from me. I need that out from what I have going on. I don't need that type of energy. All right. So the one thing that you need to realize is this. All right. The more positive you are, the harder it's going to be for them to try to get to you. Even though they're trying to get you upset and they're trying to make you mad, don't focus on the fact that, you know what, this person is disturbing my peace. This person is making me frustrated. Don't focus on that. All right, focus on the fact that, yo, this person is trying to feed off of my spirit, and whatever is on them causing them to come over and try to bother me, I really shouldn't engage with this because it's deeper. What's happening to me is even greater than I thought. All right, this is more than just somebody being negative. This is a whole entity trying to come and be a parasite and feed off of you. And that's why people will be drained when they go to work and dealing with certain people, when you're upset and cursing them out in your head and, wishing that they weren't there instead of just working towards finding a peaceful state of mind. And I know it's difficult to find a peaceful state of mind in the midst of all this chaos, but that's what the affirmations are for, y'all. Like you have the power to do with your mind what you want. So when you're around, people, or if you're in a toxic work environment, they only have but so much power. All right. They really don't have any more power than what you allot them with, what you give to them. All right. So that's why I always made videos on letting go of resentment and not being upset and not being frustrated over what they're doing, because it's more to meets the eye than what you're actually giving them. You're actually allowing that spirit's body to stay strong. All right, just like why you feel weak after getting upset, after getting into an argument, after one of these beings gets you to react or flip out. The reason why you feel drained is because it's like they're just feeding off of you. And that energy that you put out, energy is not created nor destroyed. It's not going anywhere except into them. But they can only feed off of your negativity. They can't feed off of your positive vibes. They can't do nothing with that. All right. So they have to try to get you to retaliate. They can get you into that state where you retaliate, they win. All right, because that's their playing field. That's where they're the most strongest, when they can get someone to try to go after them or try to pursue them, because it's a spirit. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We're not going to be able to defeat that spirit unless we can defeat the demon within ourselves. They have to try to activate your demons, and they feed off of you through your own demons, through a energetic bridge, a link up. Your demon and their demon link up. All right, your lower self, the serpent energy within you is ready to sell you out. All right, and that's why it's good over evil. That's why it's the higher self over the lower self, because they're trying to contact your lower self and access you that way by gaining power over you and your negative attitude. All right, so that's why they want you distressed. They want you distracted and not being able to pay attention or focus, because if you're able to pay attention and focus, then they're not going to get none of your attention or of your focus. All right, your consciousness is what empowers them. Your consciousness is directed intention toward whatever it is you're focused on. So whatever you focus on, it has a lot of power. Where focus goes, energy flows. All right, so your energy is not going to them when you're not distracted. That's why I'm telling you, it's like, yo, you'll see people trying to steal your focus. You'll see people trying to steal your attention, all because you're paying attention to yourself. When you're paying attention to yourself, your mind is focused on the right things. All right, your mind is focused on how you're doing, how you're feeling, the type of state you're in, the energy you're in. All right, you're self-reflecting. All right, you're in a mode to where you're analyzing how things make you feel. All right, you're becoming a scientist when it comes to you and your own energy. When you have this level of awareness. All right, when you're able to focus and ignore random petty things that are happening around you. All right, so they have to keep you distracted. All right, if you're distracted, you're not going to be paying attention to what you're supposed to be paying attention to. You're not going to be paying attention to the things God shows you. All right, you're not going to be working on what you're supposed to be working on. You're going to be distracted by TV. You're going to be distracted by people. You're going to be distracted by things that happen out into the world. All right, if they can distract you, they could probably get you upset too, because if they can get you to pay attention to something you have no business paying attention to, because it's not going to do you any good. They could knock you off your frequency. They could knock you down a peg. All right. They do these little petty things to get underneath your skin, so that way they're able to stay alive. All right. They need your negativity to survive and thrive. And without it, you know, they start to disappear, they start to fade, they have to go back to the realm that they came from. So they're trying to basically build a body off of your energetic field. All right. So getting upset, it doesn't do anything for you, but it does everything for them. All right. So when you're able to turn their negative energy into positivity, you become stronger. And the stronger you become, it's going to be a wrap for them. The stronger you become, the more focused you become, the more work you get done. Like, you ever notice how much work you get done when you're focused and you're feeling good and your mind is not distracted? You don't have any distractions around you. There's nothing that could take your focus off of the task at hand. All right, that's what they want to get in between. They want to get in between that flow state. And the reason why they call it a flow state is because the universal energies that created you are flowing into you and bringing more positivity into you. All right. And they have to transmute that in order to feed off of it. They don't want you to enter into that flow state where ideas are coming, you know, ideas that are going to make you wealthy, ideas that are going to put you above the state you're in. All right. They're trying to entrap you and keep you locked in into the matrix so that way you won't manifest your reality. If you're focused on the good things, if you're focused on your finances improving, if you're focused on all the things you want to change and all the things you want to be focused on, that's not good for them. All right. They're losing power when you're not focused on them by the hour. They need you to be focused on them by the hour so they can hit you with the negative death ray shower. All right. They are like, who knows? All right. You ever walk past someone and you get angry just because this person comes near you? I'm starting to think that these spirits are like that create. I'm starting to think that these spirits that inhabit these people have certain energetic weapons. All right. I think that they have real energy weapons, and I think they got spiritual energy weapons that you can't even see. Because how else can somebody just walk past you and get you upset or irritated or mad? It's like, how else could that possibly even happen? Who has the power just to walk past someone and frustrate them just for no reason at all? All right, some of these people, you know, they've done things, they've annoyed you previously, so that would be an explanation. But for the people that you don't even know, and like some of the rage that I've experienced by not wanting to experience other people is like anger that I've never even felt. All right, and like they do weird things, right? But the thing is, they're hopping into people, they're injecting themselves, you know, into people through their aura and their energy. So it's like they could hop into people and they could bounce out, and like I said before, the person won't even know what hit them. All right, and they want you to not even know what hit you either. It's about to get real, y'all. We having this topic and this discussion, and this thing is flying directly in alignment with me, right over me. It's not flying to the left, it's not flying to the right. It's directly hovering over me as we're having this conversation and this discussion. All right. So that's deep. All right. That is deep. All right. As soon as we talk about spiritual energy weapons, here this thing comes. All right. Let's go, y'all. Um, I ask God to protect me and cover me. That way I'm not hit with any negativity. I'm not hit with any evil. I'm not hit with any energy weapons. Lord, deflect all of it. All right. Keep me in the secret place. Keep me safe and keep my aura and my energy at peace. See if I can get this thing here. I think it's a little too late. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody saw that, but I know you heard it. All right. But anyway, for those who have an open mind or an ear, let them hear. But they have to do things that will take you off of the path that you're on. All right. They don't want you manifesting your reality. They don't want you getting more coin. They don't want you getting more money. So that way you'll be able to get out of this situation and you'll be able to do some big things. All right. You've always probably wanted to help people. You've always probably wanted to be rich and successful. So that way you could do things for yourself and in turn eventually do things for others. And that's the spirit they have to try to kill. They want you to be so upset that you don't care about nobody but yourself. They want you to be so upset and angry that you don't care about nobody but yourself. All right. And they want you to go out into public with hate. They don't want you to go out into public with the love frequency. They don't want love don't live here anymore. They don't want love to live here anymore. They don't want love to live within you anymore. They don't want love to be resonating and coming out of you and emitting from you anymore. They just want that spirit of hate. All right, so that way they can stay strong and continue to feed off of you. And if you're someone that was awake and aware, and you're too angry, or you're at a state to where you don't have enough spiritual information to get rid of the anger yet, that's a time period where they're going to be their strongest, and they're going to have their strongest influence in your life as far as irritating you and keeping you unfocused and holding you back is concerned. Because the stronger you get and the more focused you get, they're obviously going to have a harder time trying to get through, all right, trying to have a breakthrough, but they're still going to attack and see if they could see if they stand a chance. So you are the determining factor whether they stand a chance or not. You are the determining factor whether they stand a chance or not. I'm telling you right now, don't give them a chance. All right, you keep your positivity. All right, don't allow them to drain you. Don't get so upset over the things that they do. Know that it's an attack on you. Know that, if I get upset, I feed this person. All right, would you let someone sit down while you were out to eat and order a meal and get up and walk away? No, you would not. All right, you would not let anybody come sit down and eat for free off of your dime. So don't let people sit down and eat for free off of your time, off of your mind, off of your energies. All right, off of your positivity, because you need that. All right, positivity is everything. All right, you need that to feel good. You need that to be upbeat. You need that to be vibrant. Okay, we got the raccoons out listening. All right, we got the raccoons out with us today, listening, learning. Where's my raccoon buddy at? Okay, you see him? He's over there. He's out. Okay, the raccoon was just standing there up tall, just looking at me. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I saw somebody cook some raccoon stew the other day, but you know what? I wouldn't cook that one. All right, now I think raccoons are unclean anyway, but you ain't gonna tell somebody they not gonna eat when they got stuff like that roaming around. I'm kind of hungry, so I think he got the notion to keep in motion. All right, but anyway, shout out to the raccoon posse. Okay, shout out to the raccoons. You feel me? But, that raccoon's just standing up, just like. But that's the thing. That raccoon is me. I'm that raccoon. We're one with nature. The reason why you like nature and the reason why you love the trees and all this stuff is because you can feel that it's a part of you. You can feel that it's just an extension of yourself. All right, so shout out to all the extensions of myself watching this video. All right, we are just extensions of each other. All right, shout out to you. Thank you for watching this video. All right, stay positive on them weirdos. All right, stay positive on them. All right, because it's just more beneficial to you overall to complete your mission, to stay on task, to keep you close to God. And that's another thing. They're trying to get in between your separation with the Most High. All right, when you dwell in the secret place of the Most High, you're protected and never neglected. They have to like Satan fell down from heaven like a lightning bolt. They want to make you fall down from heaven. They want to make you crash into this 3D realm. They want to take you out of the higher upper rooms of realms of your heavenly existence, and they want to bring you back down into this hell, into this matrix, and to focusing on all things evil. And that's why they have to put certain things in place to keep people held down already, because if you free your mind, your butt will follow. Shout out to the last poets. And that's why they have to try to stop you from freeing your mind, and you cannot do that in a negative mental state. Even if you do it in a negative mental state, it will eventually bring you to a positive one. It's easier to do it when you're in a positive state. But if you are in a negative state, be negative to be positive. Be mad that you're not positive. Be upset that you could be doing better. And be upset that, what? Oh, I let them get me. I'm not gonna let them get me. Let them get me again. Make it a us thing and not a them thing. So that way we can cut them out. All right. So stay positive, y'all. All right. It's a lot that we have to go through. It's a lot that we have to deal with. But remember, we have to rejoice, because it's a negative reason why they're doing it and why it's happening. But because it's happening, we're supposed to rejoice, because when the devil's not going to bother you if you're doing nothing right, if you're not doing anything good. All right. If you're not doing anything worthwhile, the devil's not going to want anything to do with you. Just like Denzel Washington, ironically enough, Denzel Washington was in that clip on that short saying, when you're doing something, he said, the devil's coming after you, you're doing something right. If the devil's not coming after you, that means, he's cool with everything that you're doing. He's relaxed. He doesn't mind the stuff that you're doing. He's not worried about you like that. So the moment you pick up your bed and walk, the moment you start bearing your cross, all right, the moment you accept the crucifixion process and realize that, you know what, I got to go through it to get to it. All right, the moment you realize that and you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, yo, it's a wrap. It's a wiggity, wiggity, wrap. It's a wrap. Excuse my poorly portray of old school hip hop. Excuse me. All right, but yo, it's all according to how you choose to use your mind. All right, it's all according to how you choose to use your mind. Are you going to let people use your own energy against you? Are you going to let an outside source and an outside force overpower this to use your energy against you? I hope not. I hope not. And if you do, if you fall down, tie your shoe, pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and like the great late Aaliyah said, but always on time, try again. It's always worth trying it again. And Les Brown said, anything worth doing badly is worth doing badly. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. They keep bothering you, you keep fighting. All right, because sooner or later, eventually, you're going to become so strong that what they do is not going to have the same effect. All right, so thank you again for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace, love, and light. All right, peace, love, and light. I was wondering why God was having me say that. Peace, love, and light, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. We out.